Yeet. Good. Okay, みんな私のように日本語を喋るようになりたいでしょ? Then watch this video. I'm back in Texas, my hometown. Yee yeehaw. I will be sharing with you top secret information on how I became fluent in Japanese without textbooks. Workbooks don't count, okay? So you're gonna want to start off learning how to read and write Hiragana and Katakana, and this is the book I use to learn it. I got it as a Christmas present. It is very good. I like it. After you go through the entire book, what I did was write out each letter like on a piece of notebook paper multiple times until I memorized it. I did that for like a week. I did it like once a day for a week. I did like a page, like maybe like 5, like that's 5, and then like ooh, and then like all the way through like the kas, blah blah blah. Yeah, repetition is very important, and like you'll get it once if you like write it and multiple times. And you're gonna also want to learn kanji. What I did was like learn it how Japanese kids learn it, like starting out with like kindergarten age, kindergarten level kanji. And I'll show some like websites, like the websites I use that show like what grade learns what kanji, if you know what I mean. And like writing it, like repetition. That's how, this is like my method, how like some people learn differently, but like we're talking about me, this is my channel, haha. Just, oh yeah, get a book. This is the most important thing. I've had this ever since I started learning Japanese. It's very weathered. Have some like emo carvings in there, but that was my schedule when I was an exchange student. But it's like, that's kind of cringy, but I just see like how I did repetition for some of the kanji. Yeah. Don't worry too much about stroke order. This is like a document kind of thing. Like I wrote out song lyrics and I don't know, a lot of stuff. Like I almost filled it up. I don't know how to do this. Like, let's go. You see, is it still going? Yeah, okay. There's also embarrassing drawings in there, don't look. I used it like before I went to Japan, while I was in Japan studying, both times. Did this whole chart on like conjugation, and grammar and stuff. Just like get a book and write in the book, write everything you've learned so you can go back and study it. This is all after you learn how to write. Oh, I did like body parts and stuff. That was fun. If you want like a separate video on like my notebook and like what I did, because that'll take a while to explain, but get a notebook. Next thing you're gonna want to do is get a dictionary, a Japanese to English dictionary. This one's very old, as you can see. When I was a foreign exchange student in Japan, we weren't allowed to have our cell phones out, so I couldn't like use Google Translate if I didn't know a word. So I like had my dictionary, and they, like all the other students, thought it was cool. They're like, oh, she has a dictionary, it's so cool. And like they'll want to talk with you and help you learn. And that's how it was for me. The one I got is called Snowball Kodansha. Kodansha's Hiragana Japanese English Dictionary. I wanted one where like it showed how to pronounce like the kanji with like the Hiragana, like this, not like the romaji. We hate romaji in this channel. My dumb dog. Yeah, and I circled words that like people actually use, because like there's some words in like the English that are in the English dictionary that we don't use and you wouldn't teach to other people, and that's why I hate textbooks for learning Japanese, because they're very outdated. And I brought a textbook with me and my Japanese friends were like, this is weird, like we don't say this, we don't use these words, and I'm like, great. So annoying, because like the higher ups or whatever, they are like college professors, are like, oh, which textbooks did you use while you were self-studying Japanese? And I was like, haha, well, you see, textbooks suck and they don't teach you well. Maybe it's good in like a classroom setting, but like not for me. I had to develop my own system. But yeah, sometimes Google Translate doesn't translate the best. So if you have a dictionary, it'll help. Yes. I would recommend this if you are going abroad. Because like, you can usually use your phone to look up words and stuff. Like Google Translate's pretty accurate, not for sentences, but for words. Just like singular words. But anyway, the other thing I did before I went to Japan is I went to my library and I looked for children's books in Japanese, and just so you can like get the flow of the language from like a native perspective, like easy stuff. And I also did like children's story time apps, but like in Japanese. I'll try to like find them and show you, link them, and all that stuff. But I think that helped a lot. And the number one language learning app I recommend is Mango Languages. And the other one probably Duolingo. So Mango Languages is free to use, and it uses like library databases, so you just put in your zip code and find like a library near you. I don't even think you need a library card anymore. You used to, but I don't think. I'm pretty sure. I'll like make an account and see if it works. But it said it was optional and I tried anyway. But it basically like gives you a short conversation.
Listen to the following conversation.
こんにちは。いい天気ですね。
ええ、本当に。観光ですか？
ええ、そうです。
気をつけて。
ありがとうございます。じゃあ、さようなら。
さようなら。
And then teaches you like each phrase step by step, and then it also gives you culture notes, so it teaches you about the culture too, which is really cool. And yeah, it was good. I liked it. And Duolingo is good too. Like it to help like with sentence structure and grammar. Because there's like so many apps out there. It's like, which one do I use? But just like test out a bunch of them. But those are the two I recommend. Other things I did was like I listened to like strictly J-pop for like the longest time. Listening to like the music of your target language is like a very, very helpful first step. That was like the first thing I did. Yeah, like music, listen, I wonder if I can link like my Spotify playlist. Like, Japanese songs are so good. Like, I hate American pop music. It's so evil and gross. Not all of it, of course, but like most of it, if you like listen to the lyrics. Anyway, also, you guys probably do this already, but like watching anime, like subtitles, of course, like Japanese dub with subtitles. Just the Sanya Japanese course is like immersion and not like classroom. I hate like classroom setting. Like I'm like a hands-on, like active learner, like in fun ways. But just like immerse yourself as much as possible. Like if you can't go to like the country, you know, if you can't like actually go to Japan and like immerse yourself, yeah, just like constantly be like listening to it and like pick up the flow and like the sounds and pronunciation. And J-dramas too. I can link some of those. I'll show some pictures or whatever of stuff I watched. It's like good stuff. Like, be careful what you watch. You don't want to watch anything weird and like pollute your mind. And once you feel like comfortable, like making somewhat coherent sentences, get a like pen pal or text friend. And apps for this, I've only used like Hello Talk, but there's others like Babbel and whatever. I'm sure they're okay. There are some weird people on there, so be careful. I've gotten some weird questions asked. But, and like you don't have to feel like embarrassed because like they want to learn your language, so it's kind of like an exchange. And maybe you'll get at some point where you'll be able to like call or FaceTime, so you can get that like conversation practice. That's important. Like you need to speak as much as possible. For me, it's like really uncomfortable speaking out loud, like even right now. But you just have to force yourself to do that. Even if you're wrong, just like get over it. Like I'm a perfectionist and I was afraid of making mistakes, but like you really need to get over that or you won't improve at all. Like you have to try. Hi, so my camera was really rude and decided to die on me. So we're gonna finish this on my phone. Where was I? Oh, if you have the money to do so, I highly recommend going abroad. Some people who are more like introverted could probably become fluent without going abroad. I had a friend who did this and her Japanese was like really good, like almost as good as mine. Almost as good as mine, but not like, you know. And she like never went to Japan before. And I was like, wow, she's like really good. And she didn't have to go through all the trouble that I did. Or it wasn't trouble, it was like really amazing what I did. Like, I experienced the anime life. I know, be jealous. But if you're more like me and like outgoing and you need, like I was forced to like talk and communicate with people. I mean, some people, like not everyone is successful with studying abroad, but if you push yourself, you can do it. Yeah, but not everyone is financially blessed, so you can definitely become fluent without going there. But like that is our goal, right? To go to Japan. So yeah. I know it's like embarrassing to like put yourself out there and make mistakes, but like you have to, or else you won't improve. That's just the truth. And just think about people you've met who were learning English, like whose English wasn't fluent, like when they made mistakes, like small grammar mistakes or big ones or pronunciation mistakes. Were you like, ugh, they're dumb, they're stupid? You're like, no, unless you're a bad person, then like get out of here. But no, you don't look at people like that. You might be like, oh, like politely correct them or not I don't know where I was going with this. I think that's all I wanted to say. I hope you found this video helpful. I know like there's tons of videos out on the interweb like this, so like that's why I haven't made one until now. I don't know, when I don't want to like repeat content. It's like, oh, other people have said, oh, this is how you become fluent in Japanese. I'm like do people want to hear, why would people want to hear me, you know? But I guess my way is kind of different. I don't know. But I hope this helps somebody. And that is all. I love you. Stay safe, healthy. Bye bye. One more thing before I leave you. I don't know if you noticed, but I released new merch. It's so dope. I just ordered a few samples for myself, and my brother did the art. It's very good. I like it. Yeah. So if you want to support me and my channel, buy something. If you want. I'm not gonna force you. Yeah. That's it. Bye bye.